So guys, Ananta is a brand new game that's taking the internet by storm with the most recent gameplay trailers that it has released, as well as it being playable inside of Tokyo Game Show this year. So many people are on the show floor and uploading their gameplay footage of just being able to freely play the game. Now I'm not there, so I can't upload this content, but you can freely go and look at it on their different YouTube channels. It's all over social media, and this game honestly looks very, very good. It literally looks like if you took GTA 5, put it into a Genshin style art style game, and then also added some Spider-Man elements as well as some like Batman Arkham combat styles as well. Mushed it all together, and then out came Ananta. This game looks incredibly cool, so we're just going to go over all the main bits of information that we know about the game so far. First off, monetization. This game is going to be 100% free to play, including earning characters, as these characters are not going to be tied to a gacha system, which was most recently announced, which is very, very interesting, but also very concerning, as we have no idea how the monetization in this game is actually going to work. Many people assumed that the characters would be tied to a gacha system, which made the most amount of sense, but now with all the characters being 100% free to earn through just gameplay, I'm now assuming that all the cosmetic options are going to be paid for, but then also inside of gameplay trailers, we're able to see characters just walking into shops and freely purchasing different cosmetic items. So I have no idea what their plan is for monetization, but I'm very interested to learn what their plan is, because honestly, this game looks too good to be true, alongside it being free to play and also the characters being free as well. Just mind-boggling to me that this game actually exists and they're going down this route of seemingly 100% free to play, which is honestly incredible. Alongside that, what consoles or stuff will it be playable on seems to be coming to both PC, PlayStation 5 and mobile platforms. I don't believe there's any confirmation on whether it's coming to Xbox yet, but with most of these gacha games it will probably come to Xbox sooner or later, but probably won't do initially. Next up, what elements of gameplay actually are there? Well, in terms of actual gameplay, we do see a whole load of different features, main one being the web swinging, which now seems to be officially tied to just one of the characters. Inside of some of the older gameplay trailers that we saw when the game was known as Project Mugen, we saw that web swinging was a ability that every character could use, but inside of Ananta now, it seems that that web swinging is now unique to the main character, or the character known as the Captain. Now, as of right now, from the most recent trailers, we've only seen a male version of this character, but I believe someone saw a quick little glimpse of a female version of this same character inside of the Tokyo Game Show booths, so there'll probably be a character that you are able to freely change the sex and appearance of, which is very common for these games. But alongside that, with the web swinging now being tied specifically to this character, many people are wondering, okay, what's the abilities tied to other characters? Well, for right now, we've seen the abilities of two other characters, one of them being a policewoman who is able to just freely go up to different characters and ask them questions, interrogate them, and then arrest them if you want to. But alongside that, one of the other characters seems to be a hacker who is able to hack cameras and send out drones and do a whole load of basically stuff that would be suited in a Watch Dogs game, which looks really, really cool. We're also able to see that he's able to just hack the billboards around one of the cities. Now, I'm guessing this was part of a mission or something. I don't think you're able to freely do that, but if you are, that's really cool. Alongside that, we also have a whole load of different mission types. So we're able to see that the main character here is kind of a policeman as well, working to solve crime in the city. But we also see that he's able to just scale buildings and do stealth missions as well by going through different vents inside of buildings. So all the buildings, or at least most of them anyway, do seem to be freely explorable as well, which is just honestly insane. The amount of features in this game alone just boggle my brain with how much stuff they're putting into this game, and with it being free, it's honestly just mind-blowing. And I really hope that we get some more reveals, maybe a live stream or just a full breakdown on what we can expect with this game soon. Alongside that though, going into some of the older trailers that we've seen before, we're also able to see full-on racing, so like full-on racing events with sports cars and stuff, but then also skateboarding, and then inside of the newer trailers, we're able to see they're able to play basketball and maybe do a whole lot of other sporting activities as well. There's also like stuff to do on the beach that was seen in some of the older trailers that looks very reminiscent of one of the scenes from a GTA 5 trailer. So honestly, there's a whole load of stuff going on with this game, and to be honest, I would not be surprised if most of this stuff doesn't get added into the game, but from what we're seeing on Tokyo Game Show, all of it does seem to be there, which is honestly very, very surprising for a game in 2025. Most of you would assume that some of this stuff is just stuff for the trailers, but it all does seem to be there, which is very, very exciting. Alongside that, we do get a full-on gameplay trailer. They added this, I believe, yesterday at the time of making this video, and the gameplay does look very, very smooth. The combat seems to be very similar to like those Arkham-style games, where you would just do basic melee combos and you're able to interact with the environment as well. You can see people being through car windshields, so it all just looks really, really good. And I'm actually impressed with the melee combat in this game, because with most of these anime style games, all of the combos and stuff they're able to do is normally just over exaggerated and just insane looking. So for them going for more of a simplified combat style really has myself intrigued, and also to see that you're able to use a whole load of different weapons, from baseball bats to lampposts to full-on flamethrowers and tasers. It also has what looks like a GTA 5 style like weapon wheel, where you're able to like throw out a whole load of different explosives and change between different weapons that you have purchased before. All looks really, really good. Now, alongside this, with the comparisons being made to GTA and Spider-Man, there are obviously some people who are throwing shade and not really impressed with the reused assets they're saying for this game. Obviously, there are some combat things with the Spider-Man-like abilities, where the character like shoots out these tendrils that throw people up into the air and slam them down. People are saying that that is literally a one-to-one ripoff from Insomniac's Spider-Man 2, which is easy to see the comparisons of, because it does look very, very similar in terms of the animations. Alongside that, there are just a lot of similarities between other games, so maybe they'll change some of that stuff up to make it more unique. I don't know how far along this game is, but from what I'm seeing, it all looks really good, and if they can impress people with the amount of unique gameplay features alongside some of the stuff that looks a bit similar to other games, I feel like Ananta will honestly be a great video game, and I myself am definitely going to be playing it whenever it decides to be released. We have no official release date as of the time of making this video, but once again, fingers crossed, we get some kind of announcement sometime soon, because honestly, the game does look pretty good, especially when we have no real release date or no confirmation of what stage the game is actually in. And with that said, that is everything for Ananta as for right now. Obviously, the game is playable at Tokyo Game Show, so expect others to be going there and uploading gameplay that they themselves have recorded. I still have a lot of questions about this game, mainly monetization and how that's going to work, with the characters being free and the game itself being free. Very confused how they're going to be actually making money off this game. Once again, I'm guessing that that's all tied to cosmetic items, but then once again, we see them going into stores and just buying those things with seemingly earnable credits, so very interested to learn about how that's going to work. Also, future plans for updates for the game, how this is going to work. Is it going to be more of a live service or just a one-off style of thing? Let me know all your guys' questions in the comments down below, and hopefully we get some answers sometime soon. With that said though, that's all I have for you guys today. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed. If you did, if you could leave a like and subscribe to the channel, I would very much appreciate it. And with that all said, I'll see you all in the next one.